Hello, my name is Aniket Koth and my topic is IBM Cell Processor. So, in this IBM Cell Processor, we are going to learn about architectural overview, definition of cell processor, shared versus private memory, application, and system scalability. So, architectural features of IBM Cell Processor are power processor element known as PPE, it is 64-bit, synergetic processor processing element known as SPE, it is 32-bit. It has element interconnect bus known as EIB. It also have I/O interface and RAM. This is the architecture of cell processor. A PP is a main control unit for entire cell. It is a 32 kilobyte level 1 instruction and data cache. It also contains 512 kilobyte level 2 unified cache. PPE is composed of three main units. First one is a instruction unit, fixed point execution unit, and last one is a vector scalar unit. It has I/O controller. It is a dual configurable high speed I/O channels. It is a 76.8 gigabytes per second in total. It also contains memory controller which has 12.8 gigabyte per second memory buses give us cell huge memory bandwidth. So it has 25.6 gigabytes per second in total. It contains 8 synergetic processing elements, which we will discuss further. EIB is the element interconnect bus, which gives the communication system between all these components. Then synergetic processing element, that is SPE. It contains vector instruction. PPE religious, that is anything that parallelizable. It act as local store. It acts as local store memory for instruction and data. Data and instructions are transferred between local store and system memory by DMA command. It contains even pipe and odd pipe. Even pipe has FE, integer, logical, and byte operations, and odd pipe has load, store, byte, and branch operations. It also have 128-bit registers control unit, and these components are connected to the element interconnect bus known as EIB. So this is a simple example, the difference between the scalar and SIMD operation. In scalar operation, 4 add instruction must be executed one after one to obtain the sum as C0, C1, C2, and C3. In SIMD, we use only one add instruction to achieve the same result. So, SIMD operation gives a higher efficiency than the scalar operations. So, in line number 2, here we include the header file known as alti ves.h, which is used for including the VMX instructions. So line number from 4 to 6, here we declare a input array name and data known as A and B, and C is for scalar array to store the result. Then from line number 10 to 12, vector signed is necessary for SIMD processing. So VA, VB, VC are the pointers to the vectors. In line number 40, we call the function VCAdd function as used to make a add instructions executions. Then the function is add the all values from VA to VB and stores the result into the VC. Line number 60 is just to display the result. Then the advantages of vector instructions. The fewer instructions are enough. Then the branch fewer instructions, fewer mispredictions are possible. Access memory block at a time. Then less memory access is equal to faster processing time. So it takes a small time for execution, and also its time complexity is less. Example: convert an image to gray cycle. It also have a disadvantages of vector processor. It is more expensive to produce, increase the code complexity, may be difficult to port between systems. It increases the power consumption, wasted resources if using a scalar instruction. Definition of cell processor. A microprocessor designed to optimize cooperation between ordinary desktop processor and more specialized high performance processor like GPU. Performance and hardware simplicity prioritized over programming convenience. So next one is a shared memory and a private memory. So shared memory pools either a special or general. The machine pools or basic pools are considered the special shared pools, and all other shared pools are considered general shared pools. You can specify 63 of the 64 shared memory pools that are defined on the system for use when creating a subsystem description. The machine pool is reserved for system use only. Then private memory pools. The private memory pools are also known as the user defined memory pools. It contains a specific amount of main storage that can be used by a single subsystem to run the job. It is controlled by the user. These pools cannot be shared by multiple subsystems. They are identified in IBM Navigator for I by the subsystem name. You can have as many 62 private memory pools allocated for use in active subsystems. It is pretty simple. So application, it is widely used for gaming purpose. So it is for PS3. It is also used for high definition audio video. It also used in physics. Then in imaging, it also used in medical sector, re, rendering the images, also the feature extractions, the crystallographic graphics transformation and lightning physics, the fast Fourier transformation known as FFT, and also in matrix operations. It nowadays it is widely used in televisions. So scalability. So scalability is harder to optimize the program, easier to optimize harder. So the ability of system to take advantages of additional resources such as database service, processor memory, or disk space. That is scalability. Then distributed processing with cells. So every cell is connected with the cell computer, and the cells can be distributed data in software cells to other cell for processing. When complete, they are returned. The local network technology used to, and it does not matter what type of device contains the cell. Why we use a cell processor? It is general purpose processor designed to not to have any slow components. Even though you cannot vectorize every instruction, the SPE are still useful. Work case just as fast as an ordinary desktop processor. That's thank you very much.